All right, so I just wanted to like do a quick video to show the very basics of using a keg, a Cornelius keg, for carbonating things like ginger beer. So I've got my ginger beer pre-made right here. This is very cold. I've refrigerated it overnight, and I'm just going to pour it into the keg and probably spill it all over the place. If only I had a massive 1 gallon funnel, but I don't. So, you know, part of it is just making a mess. Okay, so next, take the lid and get it on there and close it up tight. Okay, so sorry for the cut, but we had to change CO2 tanks here. So I'm gonna hook up my CO2 tank. I've got this quick release valve. I'm gonna put it on the in. I'm gonna open the tank. Whoa. We're gonna start flooding this tank with CO2. It was at 10 PSI. I'm gonna turn it up to about 40. I feel like 40 is really good. You can hear, I don't know if you can hear, but you can hear, I can hear the air running into this tank. So what we've got right now is a bunch of very cold liquid right here. Got a bunch of atmosphere, air in here that we then sealed in. And then we just packed that headspace with 40 PSI of carbon dioxide. That's not going to carbonate all of this. That carbon dioxide is just sitting on top. It can only interact with the water or the ginger beer or whatever you're carbonating through that surface area. So right now we've got a surface area of interaction about this big, right? The width or the diameter of the tank, the keg. If we let this sit for many days, it would eventually carbonate the liquid, but we want to do it very quickly. I want to get this carbonated now. So the only way to do that is increase the surface area from this to this. So the way that we do that is through shaking. And I'm going to move this over here so you can see the needle moving. When I shake this, you see that needle moving. It means that that tank is able to dump more carbon dioxide into the tank. So we just shake and shake and shake as if it's just a giant cocktail, right? And if you've used one of those AC soda siphons, and you can hear, I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear the carbon dioxide pumping into this tank. We're getting more and more carbon dioxide. I'm a little out of breath, it's so heavy. A little more carbon dioxide in here. Every time we shake, we're able to make more room. You know, it gets more carbonated. So we just keep doing that. And if you've used a soda siphon or even a whipper, you know that you have to shake it in order to incorporate that CO2. So I'm gonna do this until it's done. And the way that I'll know that it's done is I stop feeling bubbles going in here. I stop hearing the carbon dioxide running out of the tank. I stop seeing the needle move every time I shake it. And it takes a while. Might as well like cut, I think, right? Or just leave it running. It's got 20 minutes. I'll just, you getting this?
Yeah.
So might as well feel this. Feel how heavy, like shake it.
Okay.
It's intense. Yeah.
Is that even enough shaking?
Not even close. This is why I say it's like so much easier for like a bigger person like me.
So that sound, when that sound goes away, it's done?
Yeah.
So when it's sitting in the fridge doing carbonation, is it going to make that sound too, or not necessarily?
Not often enough for you to hear it.
Okay.
So it's gonna, when we leave it in the fridge, this liquid is kind of circulate and move, and as the CO2 kind of dissolves into it through this surface area, you know, it's liquid, so it's gonna It's gonna move and make room for other, you know, molecules to bond to the carbon dioxide. So, shooting a video, come on in.
What's up?
There's some dude upstairs for you.
Oh, is it your 1 o'clock?
Is it Alex?
It's not. No, he's dropping. It's ABLIS, like Ablis or whatever.
Oh, can you just tell me, is he dropping stuff off?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you just set it there. And he said, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's still standing there. I'm like, okay,
Tell him I don't have time to come up right now.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Tell him to shoot me a text.
Okay, so I've got this carbonated, finally. After about 5-10 minutes of shaking it, being very exhausted. I finally got this carbonated. You know, every time I give it a shake, I don't hear any carbon dioxide running into the liquid. I don't feel any bubbles from outside. I don't see the needle moving. So I know that we can't possibly get any more carbon dioxide in this tank. So now what we've got to do is dispense it, and that's going to be another video. But for right now, in order to dispense it, we need to let some of this gas out. So the way to do that is pull on this ring very slowly, just like we did in the EC soda siphon video. We're releasing the pressure. It might take a few minutes. We're releasing the pressure slowly. I don't want to do it all at once because it's going to bubble up inside and come out this hole. We don't want that to happen. Now I've got it. All the pressure is released. And I can open this up. And if I want, I can pour this out into here, or I can leave it so I can dispense it either into bottles or on draft. But I can't do that until I release that 40 PSI, because otherwise shit's gonna squirt everywhere. And that's how you carbonate corny keg.